What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are back again with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Alyssa, a person I battle off my Discord server. So if you guys are interested in a Sun and Moon battle and trade Discord chat room and a place to hang out and find Wi-Fi battles, definitely check out my Discord server. A link is in the description. Now, me and Alyssa are having a PU battle today, as she's packing a pretty threatening PU team, you know, with Tauros, with Sheer Force and Pyvor, and a lone Raichu. Very speedy and powerful threats in the PU metagame. As I'm using a pretty fun team featuring, you know, defensive Mawile, Subcombine Grumpig, Brainless Shell Smash Turtonator, Vileplume, Sudowoodo, and a lone Persian for the parting shot. So my team's looking pretty cool as well. The lone Raichu is actually a massive threat to my team, as well as Pyvor and the Tauros. Those are the three Pokemon that I need to look out for, because otherwise this game should be pretty easy, but those three Pokemon are just huge hindrances to my team. So turn one, my opponent leads off with the Alolan Raichu, as I lead off with my Alolan Persian. Nice Alolan Pokemon battle off here. I'm going to go for the parting shot, hoping that this thing isn't Choice Scarf, and it looks like it isn't Choice Scarf, so we're able to get the parting shot off. And I don't want to stay in here and take a Thunderbolt or Volt Switch or Focus Blast potentially, so I'm going to bring in my Piglet here, my Grumpig, to pivot into the electric type attack, but my opponent actually decides to go for Focus Blast because she did not want to give me, I don't know, a free attack off. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Focus Blast not going to be doing too much damage to me thanks to the parting shot, and it looks like she is Life Orb Alolan Raichu, so she is not the Z move with, you know, the freaking Spark Surfer thing. So I'm gonna get some lefties here, and I was tempted to go for the substitute here with my Subcombine Grumpig, but she has, you know, Alolan Raticate and Solrock and stuff, so I'm not really gonna get too far, as I don't really have a method to really hit Solrock besides Focus Blast, and we already know how that move goes. So I'm gonna bring in my Alolan Persian here on the double switch, because I'm sure I can handle pretty much anything besides Pyroar, as I'm just gonna go for the taunt here on the Solrock to prevent entry hazards, because entry hazards are very annoying to deal with, and fuck entry hazards. And now my opponent is not going to want to stay in here, and I figured since he's using Solrock, I may as well give him a taste of his own medicine, but he actually pivots into Pyvor here right as I set up the Sunny Day. Now, it may be weird that I set up Sunny Day, but I do actually have Chlorophyll Vileplume in the back, offensive Chlorophyll Vileplume, and this is where like the surprise Sunny Day factor comes out, because I didn't have like Executor or Victory Bell on my team, or like a really powerful fire type besides Turtonator, I guess. I just had a Alolan Persian and Turtonator, which looks like a decent combination, but the real combo is Alolan Persian plus Vileplume, but unfortunately can't quite pivot Vileplume directly in on Pyvor because, you know, it'll one-shot me with Fire Blast. So I tried to pivot into Fire Blast with my Grumpig, but he goes for Hyper Voice expecting the switch. I thought you might want to double switch, but Parting Shot would just give me switch initiative anyway, so that's how Parting Shot could be really useful because of the speed tier Alolan Persian's at. You can just Parting Shot, pivot into stuff a lot easier than you should be able to, and you can even Z Parting Shot if you have it, but I actually have the Heat Rock because I want to make sure I take advantage of any sun turns I can get. So here, I decided to double switch, expecting the Pyvor to switch out, so I double switch into Vileplume as he switches into Solrock, and I'm like, this is a beautiful turn. I'm just going to go for the growth here because I do have the growth to get my stats up, and now the Solrock's going to go for the Rock Slide. I should be able to tank that very nicely, as we're able to, despite the fact we're offensive. And now I can just go for Stab Giga Drain. I don't have Solar Beam because this thing wasn't supposed to be a Sun Pokemon. I just gave it growth, and it was too lazy to teach it Solar Beam because Solar Beam outside of the sun isn't really going to benefit me all that much. So down goes the Solrock to the Giga Drain, as now we have a few turns of sun to abuse, and my opponent is going to get pretty much O-code by everything he switches in. In comes Pyvor, and I know it's not Choice Scarf because we saw the Life Orb recoil earlier, so I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb again, but my opponent's going to pivot into the Sludge Bomb and bring in the Quillfish, just to stall out some sun turns, I can imagine, because at this point my opponent looks like this Vileplume could literally like solo his team as long as the sun's up. So I'm going to go for the Stab Sludge Bomb here with Life Orb, and it almost one-shots Quillfish regardless of the resistance, which is absolutely absurd, but I guess that's just the power of Life Orb at +2 growth and stuff. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb once again because we don't want to let anything pivot into Giga Drain, as down goes the Quillfish. Now I'm pretty sure I'm at a decent amount of health, enough to take a Sucker Punch from the Alolan Raticate, so in comes the Alolan Raticate anyhow, and I can just sap up all the health with Giga Drain if Sucker Punch does bring me down low. But unfortunately, Hustle is a very amazing ability on Alolan Raticate, and she misses the Sucker Punch, which blows. It would have not killed me. I would imagine it wouldn't have killed me because there was no like stat boost, and my opponent told me she is Z move, so she wasn't even Life Orb or Choice Banded, so don't think it would have killed me or it made that big of a difference, but it sucks. But the sun is gone now. I killed 3 Pokemon with my freaking Vileplume. That's actually insane. And so in comes the Pyvor, and I'm tempted to save this Vileplume for later on just so I can literally solo my opponent's team. But I'm gonna decide to let it die because in case my opponent wants to expect me to switch out and, you know, use his prediction skills to the most potential, I could actually get another kill, but he does not want to mess around with that big threat, and that is fine because now I could just bring in my Piglet here. I should have probably brought in a Lone Persian first and then Parting Shot because he's gonna actually reveal the Dark Pulse. I'm like, oh, okay, I was gonna Focus Blast and just kill this thing, but he just freaking obliterates me with Dark Pulse, and that's not really a move a lot of Pyroars carry, so I wasn't anticipating that one, but he got me. But now I'm going to bring in Morning Wood here by Sudowoodo, and this is actually a Rock Polish variant. I was going to run Choice Banded, but I didn't feel like making another Sudowoodo. So this is my max speed, max attack Sudowoodo. We're able to take Hidden Power Grass, get our weakness policy. You already know how this is about to go, and now we're going to go for the Cock Polish, or the Rock Polish. Very comedy genius I am. I know, I'm a very funny, yes. But yeah, he's actually going to outspeed me even after the Rock Polish because Sudowoodo has base 30 speed, and I'm like, oh, well, that's upsetting, and this is why you should run Jolly and all your Rock Polishers because this kind of shit will happen to you. Though I'm pretty sure if I ran Jolly, I would have outsped the Pyroar, but I'm not too sure. I didn't really bother doing the math. But now I'm going to bring in a Lone Persian here. Go for the Parting Shot because I want to lower this thing's freaking damage output a little bit. Like I said, this Pyroar is a massive threat to my team. And I'm kind of regretting letting my Vileplume die because I kind of choked the game by doing that just because I wanted to make the game a little bit closer because I was kind of stomping on his face with the Vileplume at that point. But now, I'm going to get the Intimidate off on Pyroar, expecting Hyper Voice because I want to pivot into that Life Orb Storm a little bit more. And I'm not offensive Mawile, I'm actually defensive with Intimidate because I wanted to switch into very powerful fighting types and dark types in the PU tier because I was using this with psychic types earlier. But, you know, whatever. This Pokemon actually does a pretty good job at pivoting. Like, Alolan Raticate was literally cock-blocked the entire game thanks to my Mawile, so Fire Blast is going to knock me out. I was pretty much sacking it off at this point because I need to make sure I can live one attack from the Pyroar. So, Pyroar's going to take some Life Orb recoil. As now I'm going to bring in my Rinka here, my Turtonator, and I should be able, theoretically, to set up a Shell Smash because she is at -1 special attack. So Turtonator should be able to tank this, and I should be able to win with the Brainless Shell Smash at this point, so we're able to live it. And I don't think the Turtonator is as slow as Sudowoodo, so I shouldn't have to worry about the speed being an issue. But you could still have like Scarf Tauros in the back or something, so I gotta be careful. I could still lose this game definitely, and I'm just pretty much Rinka's my last ditch effort of winning because all I have left is a Lone Persian, and a Lone Persian could probably win by itself once I kill Pyroar.
I'll burn you to
be
ash.
honest with you, I probably could win with a Lone Persian, just Foul Play Tauros, and then Foul Play freaking a Lone Raichu for 2 KO on all of them, but I guess I would have died from the barrage of attacks anyway. But yeah, we're going to be able to knock him out with the +2 Flamethrower, as now in comes Tauros, and I'm hoping I can outspeed this thing. I'm really hoping I can, as thankfully it doesn't appear that she is Choice Scarfed, as now Shaniqua's going to do that stance. I'm going to be using Devastating Drake once again, because I just love Drake as an artist, and I don't know. I figured Shell Smash with Dragium Z is good enough, and then Flamethrower in the sun is enough damage output for me, so I'm going to go for Devastating Drake and just launch the dragon right into the guy's face and pretty much one-shot the Tauros. So down that monster goes. We don't need to deal with that threat anymore. And down goes Tauros, and my opponent's last mon is Raichu. But I don't think a Lone Raichu can outspeed me, and Turtonator should be able to clean up this game pretty easily, so I'm going to go for the Stab Flamethrower because I'm not missing Draco Meteor because that would be how I lose the game. And Stab Flamethrower, even if it doesn't knock him out, I could just knock him out with the Lone Persian afterwards, and we're able to defeat Alyssa with a narrow 2-0 victory. So that was a pretty fast-paced battle because, you know, I kind of had like Chlorophyll Sweepers and a Shell Smasher, and my team is very offensively based, and so is my opponent, so the game, of course, is going to be pretty fast-paced, and I'm surprised it even made it this long, honestly. So I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle. It was a lot of fun for me, and I got to showcase some powerful Pokemon as well, and just how the surprise factor of the Sunny Day with like only one Pokemon can really catch your opponent off guard instead of full-blown Sun teams that are very telegraphed. Because a Lone Persian with Vileplume doesn't scream Sunny Day. If anything, it screams like Z Parting Shot into Turtonator. That was probably what my opponent was thinking, but no, the Sunny Day came through, and I'm very glad I taught my Lone Persian Sunny Day because it came through, honestly. I'll have to use it a lot more in the PU tier. If you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle and want to support my YouTube channel, please be sure to leave a like on the video, as it is the best way to show your support towards the YouTube channel and my Pokemon battle series, and I really appreciate it. Anyways, the question of the day is going to be, now that the PU tier is actually out of alpha, now it's beta because now we are in August, which Pokemon do you see being banned from the PU tier in the near future? Let me know in the comments down below, as I'm very interested to see what you guys think on what's really broken in PU. Now, I definitely think that both Gallade and Sock are going to get the boot, as well as Mesprit, and most likely Malamar as well, because both those Pokemon are absolutely insane, and I can even see Auroraville being banned from PU just because of how centralizing it is and how strong it can be if you don't have Defogger, Break, or, you know, Z-Snatch Mighty on. But thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye!